What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean from 4JLU, for Geeks Like You, and you're now tuned into my review of Devil Survivor 2, Episode 3, titled Monday's Turmoil, Part 2. Now, Hibiki, Daiichi, and Iro were on a train heading to Osaka, and they were sent there by Chief Hatsuin because there was the disappearance of Professor Kano, who was a GIPS agent. Now, when they get to Osaka Station, they're met by Kuji and Wakui, and they're both summoners and agents of GIPS. Now, Kuji is sort of the, she doesn't mind doing, working with a team, but then you have Wakui, who's like the lone wolf and doesn't want to work with a team, and actually splits from the team in the beginning during the introduction of these two characters. Now, Osaka is really messed up. It's not hit heavily because it's still being guarded by security, like a protection barrier. But, demons still do attack, and there's like smoke, and it looks really gloomy and really empty. So anyway, we're introduced to Osaka's Bureau of GIPS and their operational commander. And when we're introduced to this dude, we see that Osaka's base of GIPS is being hacked by someone from the outside, and it's not a demon. It's actually somebody who knows how to break through these security barriers to take down the barriers that are protecting the city from the demons. Now, Hibiki and his crew get there, and they're like, "Yo, we can help. We can help you guys out. We're summoners as well." And the operational commander is like, "You're kids. Like, why are you here? And why did the chief even send you here, man? Like, what?" I'm like, really? The Hibiki can summon Byakuya. He gets recognition from the chief, and this guy is just like, "You're kids. No. Goodbye." So as this is going on, Kuji's phone lights up, and it shows a dead face, and the dead face is of Wakui. And they don't know where he is, but they're like, we got to get to him before this happens. And when this happens, the chief comes on the computer screen, and he's like, "All right, I know exactly where the hacker is, and this is obviously where Wakui is. So you guys go there, and you go handle this, and everything will be fine." And Hibiki's like, "Wait a second. Did you send us over here knowing that this would happen?" And he doesn't answer him, which makes it look pretty suspicious because it's like, Chief, why didn't you answer him? Did you send them over there without them? I mean, with knowing that all this was going to happen? Are you the one who's behind this? But anyway, we skip on to a scene where Wakui is actually fighting these demons and dodging their attacks, and then he actually summons his demon, which is called Berserker. And the cool thing about this is that Berserker is actually a barbarian, and that's what they used to call barbarians back in the day, berserkers. So that I was like really not excited, but I felt like, oh, all right, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool design to base it off of actual barbarians and how they actually looked or were depicted to look back then. So his summon is pretty cool. It's not like Byakuya's still my favorite, but his summon has like a sword and whatnot, and it just basically chops through shit. Basically, that's it. Now, when his demon is actually slicing through another demon, or the Berserker is actually slicing through another demon, the impact sends Wakui down a flight of stairs towards a sharpened pipe. And this looks like where he's going to die, where his dead face scene actually took place. But he's actually saved by Kuji's summon, which is Lilim, and it's like a fairy. Now, the Hibiki decides, hey, you know what, we split up. Let's send Daiichi and Io to go after the hacker who was in the same perimeter, and then Hibiki, Kuji, and Wakui go take on the monsters. Now everything looks like it's going well, everything is being handled. Io goes into the door and finds the hacker. The hacker is actually Professor Kano, who has been brainwashed by the demon to hack and tear down the security barriers. But then there's an explosion, and then you see Io's demon, the ogre, gets sent through the wall, and he just disappears. And I'm like, this guy is so freaking weak, man. The first episode, all right, you were pretty badass, but here he's just being destroyed like one shot, boom. So what happens is that there's a demon, the badass demon, and he has Io by the throat, and he lets her go. She's saved by the Berserker, and this is when Daiichi is pretty much left alone, and Lilim, who is Kuji summoned, goes out there to try to take on this demon. She gets wiped quick off the battlefield. and we're left with Wakui and Hibiki. And Hibiki's like, all right, you know what? We're gonna team up. We're gonna try to take this guy down, but because none of their attacks seem to work, and Hibiki comes up with a plan. All right, you know, we'll throw this guy off, and one of us gets to slice him and finish him off. And Byakuya goes up there as a distraction, attacks a demon, gets smacked away, and then the Berserker comes down and slices the demon, and it looks like it's pretty much over. So then Daiichi slices the computers and things in the room, and that supposedly stops the hacking from happening. And it's like, all right, everything's great, all right. But then everything starts caving in. Daiichi saves Professor Kano, and the demon is like, what, you thought it was over? Nah, it's not over. You know, you humans are basically beneath me. And the demon survives. He looks at the password to break down the barrier that's around the city of Osaka, and that was pretty much it. Like, it was a wrap. The Osaka's base bureau got hacked. So now the security barrier is down, and one more thing happened. The dead face. And Wakui looks like he's dead. Like, he's dead. His eyes are open. You know, it's typical anime style death. And you're like, what the hell? Like, is this really happening? Is he really dead? If you play the game, then you know what'll happen. But if you haven't, then you're just left on a cliffhanger. Like, damn, they just introduced this character and now he's dead. But overall, pretty cool episode. I did enjoy it. I did feel like there was like less fighting in this one, but it didn't really take away from the story. That story in this episode was pretty interesting, but overall, I did like the introduction of Kuji and Wakui, and their summons are pretty whack, but we will get to see some more new characters and their summons as well, but you just gotta wait for that. But overall, I would give this episode a 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely check it out, guys. If you're not following it, definitely check it out. It came out today, the 19th, but I saw it yesterday, so yeah, check it out. All right, this is Sean for 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a good one.